take control of your mind and your thoughts and focus on your breathing. Feel the power of you, the real you, controlling your breathing. The real you is always present right now. You are more powerful than you can ever begin to imagine, because you get to focus on the greatest gift ever. Now, your presence, where your attention is being drawn to now, no matter what's going on outside your mind. Feel the power of your breathing. There are astronomical numbers of things going on in one breath. That's how powerful you are. That's how powerful your determination is. So let's use that power. Let's use that third eye, that mind's eye that we all have. Let's use it right now. And let's see ourselves doing the best we can on all the stretches and exercises today in our gym period. Gym. G-Y-M. Grow your mind. And here we are in the gym of life. Growing our minds and growing our bodies. Taking control of what we truly are. Simply being. Human being. The most powerful energy thing in the universe. That's who you really are. So see yourself right now. See it in your mind. Because whatever you see in your mind, you can make real with your eyes open. Everything created with your eyes closed can be made real with your eyes open.
New style, down, do your dance, do your We got a brand new dance. Down, do your dance, do your dance. Down, down, do your dance, down, do your dance, do your dance. New style, they say I'm a rapper, and I say no. They say what you doing, trying to do somebody cold. I just let the music come from my soul, so all of my people can stay on the floor. They got a brand new dance. You gotta move your muscle. A brand new dance. It's called a Cupid Shuffle. It don't matter if you're young or you're old. Here we go. We gon' show you how it goes. To the right, to the right, to the right, to the right, to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left. Now kick, now kick, now kick, now kick. Now walk it by yourself. Now walk it by yourself. Let me your dance, do your dance. Down, down, do your dance, do your dance. Let me see you do the Cupid shuffle, the Cupid shuffle, the Cupid shuffle, the Cupid shuffle. Down, down, do your dance, do your dance. From that boy Cupid, the king of swing out, baby. Kick, now come on baby, kick, now walk it by yourself, walk it by yourself, to the right, to the right, to the right, the right, the right, the left, to the left, to the left, the left, the left, now kick, now kick, now kick, now kick, now walk it by yourself, walk it by yourself, and do the Cupid shuffle, now let me see you do the Cupid shuffle, now let me see you do the, it's your boy Cupid, C-U-P-D-I-D, Mr. Fat on the track, got another hit indeed. Hey. Down, down, do your dance, do your dance. Come on, come on. Down, down, do your dance, do your dance. Let me see you. Do your dance, do your dance. Do your dance. Down, down, do your dance, do your dance. Down, down, do your dance, do your dance. We got a brand new dance. We got a brand new sound. We got a brand new feel. We got a brand new style, y'all.
Doing the captain's job. Get off, says his manager. Diaz, great run from Diaz. Oh, it's a terrific finish! Just where Liverpool leading in most. Down to 10 men.
Good morning, guys. I love the analogy of computer programming when it comes to rewiring and using our minds for their true great purpose. And I remember hearing the idea from Stephen Covey that you are the programmer. You are the programmer of your mind. This goes back to our first habit of being proactive in Stephen Covey's book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. You have to accept the idea that you are the programmer of your mind. That's where it all begins. If you accept that idea and you understand that you are responsible for every decision you make, no matter what, then real change begins. Then the real path begins of our true greatness. And it's possible for you, but you have to believe that, you have to internalize that, you have to have no doubt that you are the programmer. It all begins there. Have a great day, everyone.
This is my journey on YouTube from December 2009. I started in April 2009. So in the first, 7 months up until basically a couple days ago. And you can see December 1st, 82 subscribers, then 203, then 592, and then, you know, the slow build and the slow growth that eventually turned into something much bigger. And why I share this slide is I want people to know that everybody at the beginning starts at the beginning. You know, people keep asking me, how do you keep going when you only have 5,000 subscribers after 5 years? And a couple of things come to mind I think can serve. One is I always focus on who I was helping instead of who I wasn't. So many times we focus on who we're not helping yet, right? Well, why am I not at, even now at 3 million subscribers, why am I not at 5 million? Why am I not at 10 million? Why am I not at 20 million? We always want to grow and improve and get better. Yes, right? And just knowing that I'm helping people really matters. If you woke up every day and felt like today was going to matter to somebody, I think humans are built to serve, right? If you're not happy, it's because you're not serving. If you woke up today and felt like today was going to matter, that somebody would engage with your content and it would be a life-changing video or post for them, how does that shift how you show up today? And if you felt like, well, today doesn't matter and nobody cares and nobody looks at my stuff and nobody's interacting and my engagement is down and nobody cares, this is useless, then that's the path down to anxiety and stress and depression and suicide and all the terrible things around mental health that can happen. So what's the difference? The difference is feeling like this is going to mean something to somebody. I woke up, Brendan texted me, he's like, hey, can you speak at this time? Like, yes, I'm in, let's go. I'm so excited, feeling like today is going to matter, that for somebody here live, that this session is going to be a meaningful game changer for you. That when we come back in 2022 at the end of the year, it's like that session, that was the one that sparked the shift. Whether that actually happens or not, I don't know, but that's my intention going in. And if you felt like this would matter to somebody, would mean something to somebody, it shifts how you show up for your content. You have to be strategic, yes, with what's coming into your mind and the ideas and the strategies, but it's not enough. It starts with the heart, that you're here to serve, that you're here to help, that your story has value. People ask me, how did you keep going in here? Like, and then what happened on the shift? Like, how did you go from 5,000 to 20,000 or to 152? It became me being more comfortable telling my story. I used to feel that I'm introverted, I'm shy. That doesn't come across in sessions like this. When we're all here, my service mindset takes over. But normally I don't talk to people on the airplane. I don't say hi. I don't introduce myself. I hate networking talks, networking events. I never go. So I used to feel like, well, somebody who's introverted and shy can't be popular, can't have a big channel. Also, the people who are talking about themselves all the time, those people have huge egos. Those people, they're not actually here to serve. I never want to be like that. And it took me a lot of years to unwind. I wish I knew Brendan earlier, because he would have set me straight so much sooner to say, no, dude, the bigger you get, the more you tell your story, the more it serves. It's not even about you. You sharing your story isn't about you. It's about the people you can reach through your message, the people who see themselves in you, because you will be able to reach somebody who will not listen as much to an Evan Carmichael or a Brendan Burchard or a Glow, because your story is different. Like, you can directly connect with people because your story means something, and they'll see that in you, and they see hope, and you they see inspiration, and you they see motivation. And so it's you being more comfortable. What happened here? I started sharing my story. I started sharing my journey. I want to show this to you because this this took a long time to get, and I think your growth can get there a lot faster. It doesn't have to take you this many years. You can get there much faster, but it's still a mountain to climb. I wish Influencer Summit existed when I got started, because it would have been an amazing event to meet all you people at and also shortcut my path, but it's still a mountain you have to climb. Now, in terms of burnout, people ask me as well, how many videos have you made? I don't know, 10,000, 12,000, something, some crazy 5-figure amounts of videos. How do you make 12,000 videos over 12 years and not burn out? Well, because I love the process of the thing that I'm doing, and I feel like it matters, right? This is why it's so important to get into your heart, because if you actually love the thing, if you're doing something just as a strategy, you've already lost. If you're trying to be an influencer just because you want to try to get that dream home, you've already lost. You have to enjoy. Think about the teacher who teaches the same grade 8 math class every year for 20 years. How does he do it? How does she do it? How do you teach the same thing for 20 years and not get bored? Because it's not about the subject matter. It's about the students. You have to love the students. You have to love the people that you're serving. You have to love your followers. Love your followers, baby. It's so important. We're so worried about the numbers and where we're going to go and who we're not serving and why we're not at 100,000 followers or 1 million followers yet. And you're ignoring the most important thing, which is focused on the students that you do have and loving on them, because they will love you back and make you feel rewarded for what you're doing, right? You'll feel like what you do actually matters, which will give you more motivation to keep going. And they're also going to take you to new people, right? If people love you, they will take you and introduce you to new people. And so I think sometimes we just get too caught up in our head and the mental side and why am I not growing fast enough, and not enough into our heart set and our service set. Why do you want to be an influencer in the first place? Because you want to serve, you want to help. Your purpose, I believe your purpose comes from your pain. That whatever you struggle the most with is the thing you want to help other people through. So think back to who you used to be, who you were 5 years ago or 10 years ago. Think back to that person, right? How much were they struggling? How much were they suffering? How much were they in insecurities and doubt? And yes, you're still growing. You're not perfect yet. You're not where you want to be yet. Awesome. But you're way further ahead than you used to be. And there are millions of people right there, right now, who need that help, who need your love, who need your guidance, who need your support, who need you to uplift them, who need you to show them a way. And it's a way that Evan Carmichael can't teach, but you can because you've been through it.
This can be your day for personal growth. This can be that day you committed to and you remember and you go, that was the day I got myself a community. I got better coaches. I committed to making my life the absolute best that I could. This is that day. Make today your growth day. Click the button on this page and sign up right now.
This feeling inside my bones, it goes electric wavy when I turn it on. All through my city, all through my home, we're flying up, no ceiling when we in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off it, moving so phenomenally. The room on lock, the way we rock it, so don't stop. And under the lights, when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel the good, good creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. I can't stop the feeling. So just dance, dance, dance. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. 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 Ooh, it's something magical. It's in the air, it's in my blood, it's rushing on. I don't need no reason, don't need control. I fly so high, no ceiling when I'm in my zone. Cause I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off it, moving so phenomenally. The room on lock, the way we rock it, so don't stop, stop, stop. Under the lights and everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel the good, good creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. So just dance, dance, dance. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. Dance, dance, dance. Come on.
Adeyemi looking for an instant response. Get this run from Brandt against Enzo Fernandez. Solo Adeyemi into the area, rounds the goalkeeper. Empty net. A one-man counter-attack that draws first blood. Adeyemi here executes with extreme grace.
Good morning, guys. Today, Gary Vaynerchuk shares with us the idea of sticking to our DNA. So he says you have to stick to your DNA. So many of us have criticisms, things that we look negatively upon within ourselves. But if we look deeply, we have a certain level of DNA, things that we've brought into this world from our parents, from our ancestry. We have to look carefully and be honest with ourselves. We have to say to ourselves, what are the good? What are the strengths that we can take from that? And then from whatever is missing in terms of what we need to find our true happiness and success, we look to others and we try to fit in the pieces from other people. And Gary Vaynerchuk reminds us that you got to do you. It sounds so simple, but so many of us forget that. I forgot that in my life. And I finally realized I got to go after the things that I love and I'm good at. I hope this helps you. Have a great day, everyone.
I think humans are built to serve. I think if you're not happy, it's because you're not serving. Every day, we all want to wake up and feel like what we do matters to somebody else. We want to feel like the job we're going to or the business we're creating or whatever we're going to do today is going to have an impact on somebody else. Everybody wants to serve. Serving others is hardwired into our brain. They did functional MRIs on people's brains and found that serving other people hits the same part of your brain as having food and having sex. So it's like literally hardwired into your brain that you need this to be a functioning, happy member of society. I encourage entrepreneurs to go through a 3-step process, which is eliminate, automate, delegate. So you look at the work that you're doing and maybe you shouldn't be doing it at all. Like before you give it to somebody else, maybe it just shouldn't get done. And there's often things that we're doing that we think are really high value that then turn out to not matter.
Need motivation?
Watch a top 10 with Believe Nation.
Hey, it's Evan Carmichael, and I make these videos because I need them. Because I don't always wake up and feel motivated to go take on the day. And the thing that saves me, that helps me every day, is being around people who are thinking bigger, who are changing the world, and it gives me a little more inspiration to go after my mission. And so I hope this video helps you go up to yours today too. So today let's learn from me and my team's take on my top 10 rules of success. Enjoy.
Momentum is something I've been talking about for years. I often say the biggest thing people are missing is just momentum. When I'm helping entrepreneurs and I'm looking at people, and yeah, Scott, I know you've met a lot of people like this too, who've got like a great idea, a huge heart, a desire to serve, like a passion to do good, not just make money, but to actually try to create something meaningful. It's like, but why haven't you started? It's like the biggest thing you're missing is just momentum, is what I would always say as a catchphrase, I guess. Like, just like, let's go, just stop being afraid and just go and create. And so I actually wasn't planning on writing another book. My last book was Built to Serve. And if you had asked me at the beginning of last year, what's your book? It's Built to Serve. When's the next book? It's not. Like, it's Built to Serve. That's it. And then I did an Instagram Live with Kira, who became a friend, who then became I became a business partner with her in her publishing house. And she said she was a book medium when I met her at Genius Network. And I said, well, what's a book medium? It's like, well, I help people channel their books. It's like, okay, I liked her vibe and her energy. I had no intention of writing the book, but I said, hey, why don't we do it as an Instagram Live? Like, what do you mean? Come on my Instagram and you can channel my next book with me. Do your thing with me, right? And she's like, oh, no, it's usually private. I don't do this as a public thing. Okay, but just come on, we'll do it together. It'll be fun. So she was nervous, but she said yes. And we channeled my book. And out of that came the idea of momentum. And then she said, okay, well, when are you going to write the book? Well, it's called Momentum. So it's kind of hard to delay that, right? It's kind of hard to say, well, and next year I'll start, right? It's like, so I guess I'm starting today. And they ended up writing the book. So it's like not a giant book, but it's not a little book either, in 5 days. So I wrote the whole thing in 5 days. Wow. We then got it, cover, printed, all of the stuff that has to go into publishing a book inside of 8 weeks. It started with her challenging me to write the book in 8 weeks. And in context, my first book with Penguin Random House took me a year to write. So even the idea of writing the book in 8 weeks was already massive time crunch because I didn't have 8 magical weeks just open in my calendar. Like I've got my software company running, I've got my YouTube team running, we've got 50 people on the team, like there's a lot of work that has to get done. Now magically I have to write a book as well. And I just started writing, it was flowing out, and I actually got it done in 5 days and said, why don't we just get it published in 8 weeks instead of me having it written in 8 weeks? And so there it is, momentum.
Rule number 2 is focus on your mission.
How do you get to that level? Because there's so much noise, isn't there? There's so many people competing, and people get, this is a bit of a long-winded question, but people get very disheartened because they don't get immediate results. So they say, oh, it doesn't work. So what would you say to those people?
Well, I don't know if you've seen my journey. I post it on my website. So if anybody wants to see how slowly I took at the beginning to get going, people use it as inspiration. I post every year. So I started in 2009, and every May I post where I'm at in terms of my subscriber growth. And in the first year was 25 subscribers, and the second year is like 100 subscribers, something. In my 5th year, I still had 700 subscribers or something like that. And that's like, people will say, how did you not quit? Like, how do you keep going? You're in year 5 and you only have 700 something subscribers. Like, you might want to go find something else. It's like, it's not working. Go do something else. So I love doing it. And I think that's why you have to love the process of the thing that you're doing. And if anybody, people, I challenge people to do this because it's a fun thing, but a lot of times people will take that graphic of how I'm doing year by year, and then they put it into an Instagram post or video or tweet or something to say that they're beating Evan Carmichael, because most people are beating me. Most people by year 5, already have more than 700 something subscribers. So you can say that you're ahead of me. Yeah. The only difference is I kept going. I just kept going. I kept making it. I kept creating content. I kept sharing. And when people ask, well, how did you keep going? Like, how did you not quit? What gave you the inspiration and reason to keep going? I always focus on who I was serving instead of who I wasn't. Okay. And that made a huge shift for me, because most of us are in the who I'm not serving game, right? Even now, I've got 3 whatever million subscribers. Why is it not 4? Why is it not 5? Why is it not 10? The who I'm not game is never ending. Yeah. But who you are serving right now can make all the difference in the world. So that those 25 people in my first year, it's like, those are 25 people who subscribe to my channel. Like, that's pretty cool. I thought that was pretty cool. If you go and you speak at a library or a YMCA, or my first speaking gig was at a YMCA, and 25 people show up, that's pretty cool. Now, I would think that's pretty cool. My first speaking, I had 3 people show up. So if 25 people showed up, that'd be pretty cool. And so if you can re-engineer your mind to think about that, hey, if I have 25 people or 100 people or 1,000 people or however big your audience is, it doesn't mean that you stop growing and you get complacent and you just only live in gratitude for what you've got. But if you focus on serving them instead of who you're not serving, it does a couple things. One, it's a lot more fun. To feel like you matter and that the work you're doing is having an impact on people. And that fun, we all want to feel like we're doing something that matters. And so if you can actually connect to the thing that you're doing actually matters to somebody, maybe not the world. You and I want to serve the world. Cool. And if you knew that you did something today that helped at least one person, it's easy to have the motivation to keep going it and doing it again the next day, the next day, the next day. And 2, the people who you are serving will take you to the people who you're not serving. Like if you keep serving your people well, they'll tell their friends about you. Say, hey, go watch this person's video. And you never know the impact that you're having on people.
Rule number 3 is believe. What is
Magic System, Red One, Shawty. Comme d'habitude, on est calé. Comme toujours, ça va. pas seulement pour les bobos. Nous on vient dans nos mambo. Mon ami, si tu as le niveau, rejoins-nous pour t'enjailler.
On t'invite à la magie, y a pas de raccourci. Oublie tes soucis et viens faire la folie.
On t'invite à la magie, y a pas de raccourci. Oublie tes soucis. Oh, 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 oh. Magic System. Toujours nous. Ah, ça change pas. Ah ouais. Ah, Shawky avec Red One. Est-ce que ça marche? Ça va pas. On vient du ghetto pour aller plus haut. Avec les magiciens, c'est pretty go. On vient du ghetto pour aller plus haut. Avec les magiciens. Oh, oh, oh.
Almada goes for it. Thiago Almada! That is world class!
Good morning, guys. As I continue to work on this path of finding my infinite mind wealth and helping as many people as possible do the same, and I'm living, laughing, and loving it every day, I'm becoming more and more humbled by the fact that I'm starting to really feel what all the great thinkers, all the family and friends, all the people that have been in my life and have helped me so much, I'm starting to feel that spirit of how hard it is to be our true great selves. And I feel like more and more, whatever I'm doing daily, while it's helping me, I'm doing it more in honor of those people that have helped me. So in honor of the thoughts, all the positive thought energies I've gained from others who have come and gone and are still here. And it's like I want to do it more for them. I want to be more and more in service. So the more you work on you, the more you want to give of you. Have a great day, everyone.
Do you view this season as a failure?
You asked me the same question last year. Do you get a promotion every year on your job? No, right? So every year you work is a failure. Yes or no? No. Every year you work towards something, towards a goal, which is to get a promotion, be able to take care of your family. It's not a failure. It's steps to success. There's always steps to it. Michael Jordan played 15 years, won 6 championships. The other 9 years was a failure? That's what you're telling me. There's no failure in sports. You know, there's good days, bad days. Some days you are able to be successful, some days you're not. And that's what sport is about. You don't always win. And this year, somebody else is going to win. Simple as that. We're going to come back next year, try to be better, try to build good habits. So 50 years from 1971 to 2021 that we didn't win a championship, it was 50 years of failure? No, it was not. It was steps to it, you know, and we were able to win one. Hopefully we can win another one.
Need motivation?
Watch Top 10 with Believe Nation.
Hey, it's Evan Carmichael, and I make these videos because I need them. Because I don't always wake up and feel motivated to go take on the day. And the thing that saves me, that helps me every day, is being around people who are thinking bigger, who are changing the world, and it gives me a little more inspiration to go after my mission. And so I hope this video helps you go after yours today too. So today let's learn from one of the best, Giannis, and my take on his top 10 rules of success. Enjoy. Rule number 2 is get obsessed.
In this league, there's good players and there's great players. What separates the great from the good?
Obsession about, taking care of business, and like there's no day offs. Great players, like no matter what, they're always there. It might be getting 12 rebounds, it might be scoring 30 points, a game-winning block, or picking up full court. Like the great ones that are obsessed about the game, they're only focused about the game, they're hoopers. And there's nothing bad being a good player in the NBA, because if you're a good player in the NBA, trust me, you're a really, really good player.
Yeah.
But there's something about being great.
How does that obsession work its way into your life?
I'm just stubborn. I love improvement, seeing things getting better. When I go back home and I'm laying in my bed, I'm thinking about basketball. When I'm in the car and I'm talking to my significant other, I'm thinking about basketball. Don't tell her I said that, but probably don't see it. As I got older, you understand yourself better, you figure out yourself more and realize that, yeah, I'm obsessed. I'm sick, I got the itch.
Rule number 3 is take a break.
I guess just for you this offseason, obviously you were at Eurobasket, and that was something that I know meant a lot to you. Just can you talk about that experience a little bit, and then just how your body feels going through what I know can be really tough over there with how the court is and how the game is played?
Yeah, obviously, it's a lot. You get burned out a little bit. Just playing a lot of basketball the past few years, not able, to take a break because not only physically, just mentally, just kind of go away from the game and spend some time with your family and do what you love and just like sit on the couch, eat Doritos and be a couch potato. Like you need that, in order for you to be great. I know it sounds bad, but you need it.
Rule number 4 is stay authentic.
Giannis, what are you not willing to change about yourself in this league?
I'm definitely not going to change my personality, change, who I am. I'm not going to change for nobody, and not for the NBA, not for the media, not for anything. I know where I came from. I know where I started from. I know what me and my family have been through. It's something that I take pride. Like, I always joke around with my little brothers because I got 4 brothers. I don't know if you probably know. I don't know if the people know, but my brothers don't have accents. I'm the only one that have accent when I talk, and they always, joke around, make fun of me that when you gonna change your accent, when you gonna start talking a little bit more, Americanized and no accent. I'm like, nah, this is who I am, I take pride of who I am. I take pride of what my family did, and that's how it's going to be.
Also, to make sure you're actually taking action after watching this video, I've designed a special free worksheet just for this video. The worksheet will highlight all of the lessons learned in this video, as well as pull out our 3 favorite learnings and quotes that will inspire you to actually do something. The worksheet will also give you space to write down what your key takeaways are and your specific plan of action to make sure you're getting results. If you want the worksheet designed specifically for this video, absolutely for free, there's a link in the description below. Go click on it and start building the momentum in your life and your business. I'll see you there.
Rule number 5 is turn setbacks into lessons.
And we end as we begin. Legs crossed, back straight, eyes closed. Breathing in through our nose and out through our mouth. Well, the truth is, there's no ending. There's no beginning. Today we started, beginning like we always do, with our eyes closed, imagining going into the future. Only you can do that. Only we can do that. It's all possible through the power of our mind and our thoughts. But we have to control that mind and those thoughts. Because even they are not who we really are. To control our minds, to master our minds, we have to simply be here, now, present. That's our super determination. Imagine all of us united with our thoughts, mind and body as one, all together, right now. That in itself is infinite intelligence. So as we end today, with our eyes closed, our back straight, our legs crossed, we know the truth. We're not really ending. It's never really over. We were all born to win. To be happy, peaceful, loving, kind, caring, mind wealthy, no matter what. That's the truth. The way we do that is now. Right now. That's why they call it presence. This is the greatest gift we have. Right